Welcome to this introduction to spectroscopy, one of the most powerful analytical techniques in modern chemistry and biology. Spectroscopy allows us to identify and analyze substances by studying how they interact with light. This fundamental technique is used everywhere from pharmaceutical laboratories to environmental monitoring stations, and understanding its basics will open up a whole new way of thinking about how we can use light as a tool to understand matter at the molecular level. So what exactly is spectroscopy? At its core, spectroscopy is the study of how matter interacts with light across different wavelengths. When light encounters a substance, something interesting happens. The substance can absorb certain wavelengths, transmit others, or reflect some back. By carefully measuring these interactions, we can identify what substances are present and even determine how much of them we have. It's like giving each molecule its own unique fingerprint made of light. When light meets matter, three main things can happen. First, absorption occurs when the material captures energy from specific wavelengths of light. This is what we'll focus on most in spectroscopy. Second, transmission happens when light passes straight through the material without being absorbed. And third, reflection occurs when light bounces off the surface of the material. The balance between these three processes depends on the molecular structure of the substance and the wavelength of light being used. Each substance has its own characteristic pattern of absorption, transmission, and reflection. Absorption spectroscopy specifically focuses on measuring which wavelengths of light are absorbed by a substance. This is incredibly useful because different molecules absorb different wavelengths based on their unique chemical structures. Think of it like this. Just as your fingerprint is unique to you, each molecule has a unique absorption pattern. When we shine light through a sample and measure what wavelengths get absorbed, we're essentially reading that molecular fingerprint. This allows us to identify unknown substances and measure their concentrations with remarkable precision. The mathematical relationship that governs absorption spectroscopy is called the Beer-Lambert Law. This elegant equation, written as A equals epsilon Cl, tells us exactly how absorbance relates to the properties of our sample. The A represents absorbance, which is the amount of light absorbed by the sample. This law is fundamental because it gives us a quantitative way to connect what we measure with the spectrophotometer to the actual concentration of the substance we're analyzing. It's the mathematical backbone of absorption spectroscopy. Let's break down each variable in the Beer-Lambert law. A is the absorbance, which tells us how much light was absorbed by the sample. Epsilon, the molar absorptivity, is a constant that tells us how strongly a particular substance absorbs light at a specific wavelength. Different molecules have different epsilon values. C represents the concentration of the substance in the solution, usually measured in molarity. And L is the path length, which is the distance that light travels through the sample, typically measured in centimeters. When we multiply epsilon, C, and L together, we get the absorbance A. There are several important types of spectroscopy, each using different regions of the electromagnetic spectrum. UV visible spectroscopy uses ultraviolet and visible light. This technique is commonly used for studying colored compounds and conjugated systems in organic molecules. Infrared spectroscopy uses infrared light to study molecular vibrations and identify chemical bonds within molecules. It's excellent for determining functional groups in organic compounds. Atomic absorption spectroscopy is specifically designed for detecting and quantifying metal elements in samples. Each type has its own applications and advantages depending on what you're trying to analyze. A spectrophotometer has three essential components that work together. First, the light source emits light at specific wavelengths. This could be a tungsten lamp for visible light or a deuterium lamp for ultraviolet light. The light then passes through the sample, which is typically held in a transparent container called a cuvette. As the light travels through the sample, certain wavelengths are absorbed based on what molecules are present. Finally, the detector on the other side measures how much light made it through the sample. By comparing the intensity of light before and after passing through the sample, we can calculate the absorbance. Spectroscopy has countless practical applications across many fields. In chemical analysis, it's used to identify unknown compounds and precisely measure their concentrations in complex mixtures. The pharmaceutical industry relies heavily on spectroscopy for drug purity testing and quality control to ensure medications are safe and effective. Environmental scientists use spectroscopy to monitor pollutants in water and air, helping protect ecosystems and public health. In biochemistry and molecular biology, spectroscopy is essential for studying proteins, DNA, and enzyme reactions. These are just a few examples of how this versatile technique impacts our daily lives. Let's recap the most important concepts. First, spectroscopy is a powerful technique that identifies substances by analyzing their light absorption patterns. Each molecule interacts with light in a unique way, creating a characteristic spectrum. Second, the Beer-Lambert law provides the mathematical relationship between absorbance and concentration, allowing us to quantify substances in solution. And third, every molecule has a unique absorption spectrum, which acts like a molecular fingerprint for identification. Understanding these fundamentals will serve as the foundation for more advanced spectroscopic techniques you'll encounter in your studies and research.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.